Hello. It's your girl Amir with another reading. This is for Mars Capricorn transit 2022. This will be for the 6th house or Leo rising energy. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. This reading is backed by Reminiscence. Leave a comment below if and how this message has resonated for you. And let's get to it. 6th house, Mars and Capricorn. Mars, drive, instincts, passion, libido, motivation. Capricorn, fame, ambition, authority, career, plan by the rules. This exaltation is asking us, what are we committed to, and how do we want to see it through? What motivation do we need to complete the process? All of this was broken down in the spring 2020 when the Great Reset took place. So 6th house, this has to do with dieting, exercise routine, starting to detox, removing bad decisions or bad intentions and self-loathing statements from your mind, and allowing your self to grow a garden in your mindset by being more abundant, thinking more abundantly, speaking more abundantly, removing the negative statements and putting in the canned statements. Okay. Excuse me. So let's see. Yeah, like how do you motivate yourself to complete a task? How do you motivate yourself to stay healthy? How do you motivate yourself to stick to your routine? Like, what do you need? What type of mindset do you need? What type of music or people do you need to listen to? What type of entertainment do you need to watch so that you keep up with the routine that is going to be best for you to complete your task? And you'll notice that the routine gets easier the more you practice it, because you want to see it through, so you just keep going, and put your all into it. Okay, commitment. You got the polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to outcome. So I could definitely see this as speaking to yourself maybe in the mirror, or you having to, just be honest with someone that you may have a busy routine, or you have a new job, or you're working a lot more either at work or just on yourself, and you're not going to indulge in other behaviors no more because it changes your mindset. It takes you to a place that you were trying to get away from. So, we got the cardinal. I see these a lot too. The polarities of your spiritual pursuits and physical pleasures are out of balance. So do whatever is necessary to bring them back into equilibrium. These birds are normally associated with ancestry. So you may have a guide, an ancestor, a benevolent ancestor that is pushing you to stick with your routine. They may be dropping little hints, little notes to tell you to get up or do something, or go do this, or make sure you do that, or keep your commitments to this. It's to get you back into balance. So you do have help. And then you got dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. And that was what I was saying before. You may have to speak up and let somebody know that this is the routine that you have set, and you may need support in a certain specific way in order for you to maintain that spiritual and physical equilibrium. And that may have to include, not being committed to certain tasks at the moment, because you don't want to, run yourself into the ground by doing too much at one time. Okay, the 6th house is a mercurial house, just like the 3rd house is. However, this is more about juggling realities. Okay, not ideas, realities. Okay, how do you juggle your life? What motivates you to keep your life in order? At the bottom we have the condor. You're too enmeshed in this situation, so step back, and see the bigger picture before making any decisions or taking action. Okay, so especially with this loyalty and faithfulness being misplaced and your spiritual and physical being out of balance, speaking up, letting people know without any attachment, allowing yourself to detach from the situation, all these definitely are cohesively saying that you may be doing too much. You may be doing too much, or there's something that's being overdone and something that's being underdone. Okay, you may be willing too much to give yourself to other people and not give yourself to yourself first. And that can definitely be it. Okay, so let's take a look here. Stand up for yourself. Yeah, you just might have to tell somebody like, this is not working for me, or this too much, and don't be afraid. Just stand up for yourself. Okay, it's a burden that needs to be dropped. And you got the Virgo card, the Hermit, with the Page of Fire, Virgo energy, and then the Page is giving me more Aries energy. So it may be a burden for you to deal with something. It's kind of it may have to do with money. I say that because Scorpio is about other people's money. So you may have to speak up and be honest with someone when it comes to a money situation. Something being a burden that they don't want to have anymore. It may be someone that's younger than you with this page here. The Page of Bones. You may be very passionate, or you could be a very passionate person. You may be the person that's in a younger position, but you want to share wisdom with someone so you can erect them to, or this could be you, the person that needs to be erected to understand that your mindset is really what is controlling everything in your life. So maybe there's certain burdens in your mind that someone is willing to help you get rid of, especially if it's a sage, a shaman, or just a very logical but intuitive guide. I have to say they have both those very well. Or this could just be you with yourself, letting you know like, hey, this situation is enough, and it's time for me to make a new, a beeline in a new direction. But something has to and it's going to permanently change everything, because things need to change permanently. So let's look at here. Spiritual and physical are out of balance. Okay, we got the Queen, the Queen of Air. Who is she? We got the King of Air. Ooh-wee. That's interesting. Oh, okay. Five of Stones. Scorpion energy, and then the Eight of Drums at the bottom. Okay. So you may be worried that whoever this person, you guys talking, you may be in a talking stage, or someone that you communicate with on a regular basis. You share mutual energy, but this is what's keeping you out of balance. It's like somebody may be working too much, or you may be fearing that you may be too busy for somebody, or it could be both of y'all being too busy for each other, having that type of worry. Your feelings are crystallizing you into a capsule that you might not be able to get out of. Or maybe you're afraid that the routine that you create and commit yourself to You may be trying to keep yourself motivated. It may be with music, because he's drumming and he's dancing. But you may be trying to use music to keep you motivated, but emotionally you're in a whole different world. Like, your mind is on task, but emotionally you're not there. And it's like a split. Like, you're in two. I feel like you're trying to emotionally connect with someone that you have a mental connection with. Trying to get things in a routine. You may have to do with this child. Maybe a child involved. You're trying to get to this child. You try to spend time with them, or something that's got you emotionally in the cage, and it's kind of bringing down no matter how much work you put into trying to stay motivated, it always gets zapped because of this. What's this? Loyalty and faithfulness being misplaced. Could be a Scorpio. Right. The 6 of bones. Yeah, and then the 8 of bones. Fire. You're trying to go somewhere far away. Far away. So then you got the Judgment at the bottom. So it's like you want to open up and let your higher mind guide you through the new things that you're going to be undertaking, especially when it has to do with your motivation and your mindset being more abundant, because you're talking to somebody about how you're going to reconnect, but at the same time you're kind of afraid that you're missing something, or you're missing someone. You want to talk to someone, but you can't get to them. So you're willing to take on all these different activities in order just to get somewhere or get someone to you that's at a distance. But you need to back up. You need to just take a step back before you start making all these arrangements and plans. Do you even have a grounded routine to make sure you can even put this into place? And until you can, you're going to have to say no or slow down. If you know right now you can't commit to something, that's okay. And if somebody is upset over that, that's their problem. You got to take care of yourself first. You got birds. This is 7. Maybe you just need to relax. It's okay if you can't take care of every single little thing that you want to do right now, but just keep with the pattern, keep a routine going, keep the beat going. Keep the beat going. Okay, this is snake. Oh no, this is 12. I'm sorry. Birds, listen. 7 of diamonds. Or birds carry messages from spirit. Here's a bird. She got birds all around her. Okay, and it's a bird in this picture too. Right here. Okay. But you must be still. You must still yourself and listen. Tune into the solutions calling to be distinguished above a cacophony of noise. May the song be as clear as a prayer. This card reminds you spirit has not left you stranded, will never leave you in the lurk. Tricksters and sabotagers may attempt to distract you and drown out all hope, but help is always nearby. There is always a way. I feel like that's what this is. That's what this is. Okay, some things you just can't get to, but if it's in alignment with your divine assignment, you may be feeling like this. There's going to be a way for you to get to wherever you got to go. And it may take you out this world or it needs to take you out of your, this dome, this emotional dome that you put yourself in. That's what the transformation is for. It's like you're not anybody's slave. And maybe that's just your mind. You need to you need to create a new routine where you have to affirm in your mind that you're abundant. Because if you know how abundant you are, you're not going to just give all your time and energy to something that doesn't serve you. And you're definitely not going to feel like somebody's slave. And 6th house has to do with jobs too. If you're looking for a new job and you do want something that's going to support you spiritually and physically, that's great. That's great. You just have to understand that job is not a trap unless you allow it to be a trap. You got to allow it to be a trap. You got to allow yourself to think negative, think lack, in order for it to be that. Okay? So I feel like you just have to transfer out that belief system that having a job is something that you isn't going to work for you, but it can work for you if you allow it to. Because you may end up getting exactly where you have to create a different mentality. And with the new mentality you create comes some out of ordinary experiences that get you where you need to be quickly. Things will change quickly. And again, just listen. Follow divine guidance. Okay. So if you are having issues at your job, or you feel like you gotta set a standard, or you gotta just speak up and let somebody know something, do so. Because if you're not in a physical, your knees too, pay attention to your knees. Your knees will tell you if you're in something wrong with your knees. That means your physical and your spiritual are not in equilibrium. So that means that you are thinking too highly of something than you need to. You forgetting about you. Okay, so that's why you need to take a step back. Okay, get in alignment. Okay, that's your message.
Trying to find the significance of what you mean. Breaking through glass cages inside of me. Surfing and swimming in a never-ending sea. Finding missing puzzles to keep. Crack the cracking for everyone to sleep. Illusions walking and living like zombies. Allowing people to play with my mind like chess piece. Stole the key to my psyche. Now for years I just wanna hide me. Deflowered and free. Initiations with time remind